Hello, everybody. I'd like to first off thank the Glen Wrestling Hall of Fame for my induction. It's really a special thing for me. I'm very proud to be included in that group. A special thank you to Kyle Klingman. I know he does a lot of work for this. Thank you, Kyle. We appreciate it. Looking back at my wrestling career, I have a lot to be thankful for. There are so many friendships that you form, a lot of families that you get to know, you create relationships with, a lot of athletes that I was lucky enough to coach. I lived in quite a few different communities, went from school to school for a number of years, and every school and every community that we were at, they welcomed us with open arms. No coach can have success without a tremendous assistant. I've had lots of them over the years. Actually, I saw a couple of them here today. So it's pretty special to see that. A special thank you to my family, always supporting me and being a wrestling family. I was fortunate to coach my son. I was able to pass my passion for wrestling down to him as he's finishing up his career in Northern Iowa. I have two daughters that really respect and appreciate wrestling still today. We watch a lot of wrestling. And my wife, Christy, who's over here, she always believed in me and pushed me and afforded me the time that I needed to coach the way that I wanted to coach. As you try to get ready for one of these things, you start kind of looking through your career. At least I did. I started looking through my career, and there was a lot of different people who coached me, maybe I coached with. I sat down and picked their brain, tried to learn how to become a better coach. And, I'm going to throw out some names because you guys will know a lot of them. Of course, Jim Miller, Tom and Terry Brands, Bob Dara, Cale Sanderson, Doug and Mark Schwab, Al Baxter, Bob Ulig, Bobby Douglas, Chris Bono, Mark Ironside, Brad Smith, Dan Gable, all kinds of those guys I was able to learn from, sit down with, be taught by, and I learned two things. The first was that I was really lucky. I was really lucky to be in Iowa where I could be afforded the opportunities to be around the greatest in our sport. The second thing that I learned is that I'm a thief, because I'm not sure that I had an original idea of my own ever. I stole everything from the best in the business. As Sandy said, probably I'm best known for my years at Waverly-Shell Rock, and I did have some stints at Brooklyn, Iowa, Iowa Falls, Ames, Iowa, and actually how I got to Waverly-Shell Rock is a little unique. I think it was 1998. I was head coach at Ames High School. I thought that I wanted to become a college wrestling coach. So I don't know how it happened, but Coach Miller offered me an opportunity to come to Wartburg and coach with him. And during that time, I wanted to finish my master's degree. So that was 98, 99. As usual with Coach Miller, we won the national title that year in 99, right? And while I was here in Waverly, that 1 year, my family obviously moved with me. My son Cody was in kindergarten. He started attending the Waverly Area Wrestling Club. I started taking him to practices, got to know some people that were involved in the club. We started doing extra practices, started traveling together. Next thing I know, the head coach of Waverly-Shell Rock is retiring. This is in the spring of 99. Well, my buddies that were coaching with the club, they're like, hey, Rick, why don't you take Waverly-Shell Rock? We have a great group of kids we're working with. I mean, these are little guys, kindergarten, first, second, third graders. We had a bunch of them, and they were pretty tough. And I know you maybe think, how do you know if they're tough that young? You could just tell. We had some hammers in that group. And they're like, why don't you take that job? And I'm like, I want to be a college coach. That's what I want to do. And Waverly, I don't know how many of you guys are from around here. Traditionally, it's not a real strong wrestling school. Well, they convinced me by selling this vision of doing something that had never been done before. And that was, we really believed in 1999 that if we could keep these kids together with the help of all the moms and dads and our kids club and our communities, we could win a state title in 2008. I remember sitting in my garage talking about this with the dads. So I applied for the job. I was offered it, accepted it, and sure enough, those kids stuck together. My dads and kids club coaches and everything, they stuck together. And in 2008, when my son's class, which were kindergartners at the time, they were freshmen, and all those first, second, third graders were sophomores, juniors, and seniors, we arguably had the best team that I was ever seen. 225 points. I think we sent 13 to the state tournament, 11 in the top 4. It was a pretty outstanding team. A couple little nice things about it though. Some other kids and other families bought into what we were selling, and we won our first title in 2005. So my projection of 2008 was, I should have, I guess, thought bigger, right, no boy? Should have thought bigger. That kindergarten class, my son's class, they won the state title every year. They won it as freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. It was a pretty special group. And when they left, I was done. So I'm still teaching in Waverly, and I'm still involved. Coach Whitcomb lets me run the club and do things like that, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So again, I am truly honored to be brought into this Glen Brand Hall of Fame. I feel very, very lucky to be a small part of the wrestling community, a community that's given me so much. So thank you to my family for all your support and continued support. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.